What's up everybody, LUI here. What happened yesterday is nothing short of a disgrace, right? This here is your uncrowned Mr. Olympia 2014. Times and again we had uncrowned Mr. Olympias. We spoke about 1980 where Arnold should not win, it was Boyer Coe. We spoke about 1994 where Sean Ray was good. He was good again in 96. We spoke about 2009 where Victor Martinez was a little bit better than Jay Cutler. We have tons of these basically disgraceful events where you see basically the rules getting tossed out by some politics. And yesterday, unfortunately, the biggest Mr. Olympia of them all, the 50th anniversary, was no exception. It was the biggest disgrace I've ever witnessed, and you guys saw the same thing pretty much live on internet. Let's go on and I'll tell you what's what, right? These are not cherry-picked pictures that you will see on magazines that are photoshops, are the real genuine stuff that have been taken on the go by you guys, by the fans, right? Most of you. So this here is a tense actually pose, right? Where the athletes, they call them athletes, should tense and flex their muscle. And you can see the reigning champ, Phil. He was nicknamed Phil the Gift Heath. I nickname him Phil the Gut Heath right now. His gut is absolutely taking his independence like it is Scotland, for God's sake. It just doesn't make sense. Look at him, right? So this is one of the most significant poses when you show your best sides to the judges. The gut is definitely out of control. It is clear as the sun, right? Now look at the back. Usually they say make you or break you. Shows nowadays are being won by the back. And the best back yesterday in the business right now of this bodybuilding is this gentleman right here, the Predator, right? Look at the difference in size, width, the thickness of that meat, right? Yet this guy won. This here, what you're seeing is alien versus Predator. Because, I mean, from the front, he has an alien about to come from his gut, right? Again, back double biceps, the width is basically no contest. Look at the width. It's just amazing. And it flows more naturally, right? Phil Heath has always to basically pull back his shoulder to the maximum intensity to show some detail, which he is good. He is good, but unfortunately, the guy next to him is just better. It is just the truth. Let's go on. Again, you know, sight to be remembered, sight to be contemplated, no comparison whatsoever. It's like a dad with his son, right? Again, this is a mandatory pose, side triceps. I mean, Phil is tensing, is flexing. The Predator here is not even flexing yet you see his midsection definitely in control, whereas the reigning champ has an alien about to come from there. The gut, Heath, I mean, showed what's up, I mean, in this event, right? Look at him. This is a disgrace. Yeah, disgraceful, for God's sake. Let's go on. Now he's looking at him. He's admiring, saying, look at the midsection. You got it better than me. I mean, this is not a physique of Mr. Olympia by all measures, guys. I mean, I give him number 2 yesterday, granted. Even number 2 would have been an insult to Sean Rodden, because Sean Rodden was the epitome of aesthetics yesterday, right? He brought it. So I'm sorry, guys, I'm not being biased, but this midsection here, right, for the so-called sport of bodybuilding is not a role model. I'm just sorry. I mean, they spoke about the big gut of Marcus Rule, the big gut of Rolly Winkler yesterday, but then their champion is this one right here, right? I mean, it speaks volume for itself, right? Let's go on, shall we? Again, a pose that is about to be tensed, right? This is the most muscular pose. Usually it is called his take-home pose. Yet again, midsection, not even once. The feathers, the layers of striations that Kai Greene has for days. I mean, the reigning champ cannot even dream of having them. Show me only one picture. Go ahead and be my guest where you see these kind of details in the quadriceps of Phil Heath. You will never find them. They don't exist, right? Again, the photo speaks for itself. When they were about to be separated, he lost his composure, right? And basically he lost the control of his midsection, and it was shown. I mean, everybody took photos about it and they took notice, right? From the back, this should be actually the epitome, the deal sealer of a picture. You see your Mr. Olympia in the center. This guy should have been Mr. Olympia. Look at that. This picture speaks volume, right? And these two guys should be the runner-up. And to be honest with you guys, not to be biased, but out of giving Sean Rodden spot number 2, just for this distended stomach of Phil Heath. That's a big point out. But this here should have been the representation, the poster picture of your 2014 Mr. Olympia, the uncrowned Mr. Kai, the Predator, Greene. Again, during that tense moment when they got into each other's face, this year, I mean, you can definitely recognize that Phil Heath was starting to fade. I mean, he has no vascularity. Look at his opponent, the triceps, veins everywhere. You will see the details in the back, definitely more prominent. Whereas the only prominent, the closest actually portion to that comes out from this guy is not the chest, it is his belly. Again, right? I mean, his belly comes off forward even more than his weird button belly, right? That's what's up. Again, look at that, guys. Not Photoshop, not even once. An official picture. A dude is fading out. The veins are not there. Look at the veins in Kai Greene. This was at the pretty much not only. I mean, this was in the middle of the prejudging, not even at the finale. Because trust me, guys, at the very end of the prejudging, Kai Greene was so much harder, whereas his opponent is fading like a freaking snow melting in the sun, right? Let's go on. Poster picture of Mr. the Predator yesterday. I mean, no comments. The back with the leg details, the leg mass. He's just bigger. He's just better. Unfortunately, they did not recognize that. Kai scared the conditioning out of Phil. This was a very significant meme that came up merely a few minutes after, because at this moment Phil Heath started to fade. Some argue that it was because of the stress, because of the cortisol, he was scared or whatever. I don't think so. He was not conditioned, period, right? These guys, you call them athletes, right? You IFBB call these guys athletes. So for God's sake, let them show that athleticism, let them last, right? I mean, Phil Heath did not last in the prejudging. He started to fade at the end. He had no cardio or whatever, whereas his opponent, the Predator, started to get better, right? This is just a shame that you crown this guy as Mr. Olympia. And again, a clear comparison between Phil Heath and himself. This was him yesterday versus 2012, where he won, right? And again, 2011. It speaks volume. He's the shadow of himself. I mean, the details are not there. He's not as hard. Even in the leg section, he's not the same guy. Look at the shoulder fullness. Definitely less. We have seen less yesterday. And again, that gut is definitely a sight to be contempled in the wrong way, right? And in 2011, he was able to show his abs in the front lat pose, which is unusual. But with time, you know, he's getting that pregnancy on it daily, right? Again, the same picture in a bigger format. You'll see the conditioning of this exceptional competitor here, Mr. the Predator, right? Again, what can I say? I mean, that's everywhere. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it except the IFBB for reasons I'm going to try to mention a little bit later. This was the top 4. Kai Greene definitely has the most controlled midsection, even though prior to the show we were suspecting him for having that as a weak point. It turned out to be his strong point compared to the reigning champ right here, right? Again, this pose, this was an old pose actually from 2012. And this here is significant. I'm going to tell you why, right? You will see a small pyramid looking bigger than the real pyramid. This is an optical illusion, right? And yesterday, Phil Heath cheated by advancing through the lines. I'm going to show you a clear picture of that. And he has not been dinged by the IFBB judges, right? Look at him here doing the back double biceps, letting his instinctive gut come out. It is just disgraceful. If this is the representation of your Mr. Olympia, I'm sorry, I'm not in. I'm definitely disappointed, just like freaking millions of fans are disappointed, right? This is not the representation of the fittest, most muscular dude on the planet in 2014, right? Okay, look at him yesterday. I mean 2 days ago, sorry about it. The gut is obviously all out of control, and also the oblique, so it is coming from the inside, right? A lot of tension in his gut pushing the muscles and the organs outward. Not normal, not healthy. And this is the picture I was talking about. Look at him, clearly advancing further the line, even if it is few inches. Trust me guys, it is very, very significant, not only for the pictures, but also for the judges. You know, Kai Greene is playing it fair, Wolf is playing it fair, so is Sean Rodden. Whereas the reigning champ always advancing, and it has been noticed. It's not the first show. He always does it to make himself look bigger with that small, very small, tiny, minute optical illusion. That is cheating. It happens all the time. You cannot say he did not know what he was doing. That's definitely clearly a cheat right there. And again, this is your Mr. Olympia, the uncrowned one. Now, let me tell you why actually Kai Greene did not win. The thing is, they said they did not want to compare them at the very end of the prejudging because there was some tension and they were about to get into a fight. Really? Are you kidding me? Is this like a freaking martial art? No, right? I mean, you instigated that feud, right? I mean, Bob Ciccarello was there in the conference press. He did not step in. He did not stop them. He fueled it and let them get into each other's face because it sells. You know that rivalry sells, so you let it happen to fuel the sales of whatever, to fuel the event in a sense. You're like freaking Dana White fueling the rivalry between John Jones and Sugar Rashad Evans, right? Next thing you know, you created the shitstorm, and because of it, you do not compare them at the end. I mean, assume your decision, be consistent with yourself, right? And because of that, the Sandow, the biggest Sandow of them all, the 50th edition anniversary 18 karat gold, it is the best Sandow ever given. The most significant one was stolen for the best deserving gentleman, namely Mr. Kai Greene. It is a disgraceful act from your discipline. You call them athletes, let them show their athleticism, and you did not let that. Your reigning champ was fading like snow under the sun, and then you deprived this guy from his well-deserved trophy. It is a shame, right? And furthermore, for you fans who had to go through the whole show because they imposed all the physiques, figure, bikini, and whatever other events, like the best supplement of the year, whatever, for you to watch that, right? So they had to push that pill, through your throat so you can watch the main event. Because all of us, personally, I was not there to watch freaking physique, right? I don't care about freaking physique. I don't know. I mean, this is just nonsense for me, right? But you notice that all the supplements that were promoting the show, their athletes were always in the winning circle, right? I'm not going to talk about a very known female that her name starts with a D, right? She did not win yesterday. And word on the social media came out right away. Her and her husband refused to sign a deal lately, a financial deal lately. Next thing you know, she has been pushed to the spot number 2, right? And she was like the bestseller, most known figure in that discipline, right? And she lost her first place. And word on the street, it was because she did not want to sell out along her, basically her husband, who is her manager. So this is what's up. It's all about the Benjamin guys, right? I mean, the company who promotes Phil Heath, you guys know, basically that she won the best award, the best whatever, yesterday. Whereas the company who was promoting Greene probably was not even there. It was not even showing, right? So this is what's up. And even Big Ramy, granted, for anywhere, Big Ramy had a major injury in his hamstring 3 weeks ago. They did not want to tell about it, but I'm the first one to tell you that. You will see some pictures coming in the next few days. His hamstring was all blue. That's why from the back his legs were not impressive. He did not have the glutes and the separation between the hamstring. But anyway, his company basically was promoting the show. That's why he's always in top 10, even though yesterday he was off specifically from the back legs. But this is what's up, guys. It's all about the Benjamin. Unfortunately, the fans are disappointed. This is not good for the sport, this event. I mean, you want to always promote your event the rightful way. Yesterday, you missed it in a severe way, right? And in my opinion, the faith of the fans in this discipline will get affected. So what you have done yesterday is definitely a wrong move. Salute you wherever you are. Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about the other, competitors. I'm quite okay with the other placement, to be honest with you guys. From number 3 up to number 8, I'm quite okay with it, right? So that's what's up. Tell me what you think about it. God bless you all. Have a nice one.